Okay, let's unpack this. Today we are diving deep into the WolfPack 4K 60 Hz 4.4 phi over IP matrix switcher. Uh, Quite a mouthful, but it's a high-end system for serious AV distribution.
Exactly. And our goal here is really to pull out the key tech advantages, the practical stuff, give you that quick insight into what makes these modern AV over IP systems tick.
Right, and there's one feature jumping out, the main hook, maybe? This system promises something pretty unique. Wireless real-time video preview of all sources on an iPad.
Yeah, full motion video preview. And to really get how they pull that off, you have to look at the core specs first. It's 4K running at 60 hertz with 4.4.4 color sampling.
4.4.4. Remind us why that's important to get.
Okay, so 4.4.4 means you're getting the full color information. No chroma sub sampling, no compression of the color data, basically. It's crucial for really high-end visuals where color accuracy matters.
And getting that fidelity plus 4K at 60 frames per second over a standard 1 gig network switch, that sounds, well, challenging.
It is. It points to some pretty efficient processing and compression happening under the hood. Which brings us to the codecs.
Okay, yeah. The sources say it supports H.264 and H.265. For a top-tier setup, which one are we leaning towards?
Definitely H.265. You get just better video quality for the same amount of data, the same bitrate. Plus, and this is key, H.265 is what enables things like 10-bit color, HDR, Dolby Vision.
Future-proofing, basically.
Exactly. You need H.265 for that.
I also noticed something very practical mentioned. It's PoE, Power over Ethernet. That sounds convenient.
Oh, it's a huge plus for installers. Huge.
Right.
Forget needing power outlets near every transmitter and receiver.
Right.
The power just travels down that same single CT6 cable you're using for the video and audio signal. Much cleaner installs.
And how far can that signal run?
Up to 330 feet on a single CT6 run, and the performance's solid latency and switching time are both quoted around 80 to 100 milliseconds.
So pretty fast. Minimal delay when you switch sources.
Very fast, yeah. Seamless, really, for most applications.
Okay, so that performance foundation, the low latency, the efficient H.265, that sets the stage for the big feature. That wireless iPad real-time video preview. You stressed it's real-time and all sources, not just static images.
Correct. Full motion video. Think about it. Maybe you have, say, 12 satellite boxes feeding the system. You could potentially see all 12 live channels playing simultaneously on your iPad screen.
Wow. Okay, I can see that being amazing for a control room, maybe a sports bar manager wanting to see all the games at once.
Absolutely. But there are a couple of important caveats mentioned. First, that iPad preview is video only. No audio feed comes through on the preview itself.
Okay, good to know.
And second, it's specifically for the iPad app interface. You don't get that multi-source preview grid on a regular TV connected to a receiver, unless, I suppose, you mirrored your iPad screen using AirPlay or something similar.
Right, okay. Beyond monitoring, it's also a matrix switcher, any input to any output, but it also does video walls.
Yes, it includes video wall processing. You can configure walls up to 16 by 16.
16 by 16, that's potentially huge. 256 screens.
It's massive. And the interface for setting that up is described as drag and drop on the iPad app, which, for configuring something that complex, sounds like a big simplification.
Definitely a workflow improvement there. Any other display controls?
Yeah, the PC software offers more granular control. Things like image rotation, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, plus resolution scaling, image adjustments, the usual fine-tuning you'd expect.
Okay, let's switch gears slightly to audio. It looks like it handles the high-end stuff. PCM 7.1, Dolby Atmos, DTS:X.
Yep, supports those immersive audio formats. And HDMI ARC is in there too, audio return channel.
Which is handy for getting audio back from a smart TV's internal apps, for example.
Exactly. But there's a critical point about the audio ports on the transmitter and receiver units themselves, the analog and digital outputs. Those are strictly for audio extraction, meaning they let you pull the audio from the HDMI video stream at that specific location. They don't function as an independent audio matrix. You can't, say, route a separate background music source through them independently of the video.
Got it. So it's about de-embedding the audio that's already paired with the video, not mixing separate audio sources.
Precisely. That's an important limitation to understand for system design.
So how do you actually control this whole thing? You mentioned the iPad app and PC software.
Right. To make it all work, you need a few components. There's a dedicated control box that manages the system. And for the iPad app to work, you obviously need a Wi-Fi router connected to the same network.
Or use a PC.
Or, yeah, you can connect a PC to the network switch directly and use the dedicated software controller. It's designed to be scalable. You can conceptually have unlimited inputs and outputs.
Interesting. So the system seems powerful, flexible,
Mm-hmm.
and clearly aiming for high performance and reliability.
And they seem to back that up. The source material mentions a pretty intense testing procedure. They apparently aged the equipment for 12 hours in a heating room at 140 degrees Fahrenheit before shipping.
Wow, 140 degrees F, that's thorough. Which brings up a final thought for you, our listener. When you're designing or specifying an advanced AV system like this, one that might be mission critical, how much weight do you give to these kinds of proprietary standout features, like this real-time iPad preview that the vendor specifically highlights as a key differentiator from competitors? Is that added complexity and potential vendor lock-in worth the unique capability it offers? Something to think about.